Well, the big business investor, they see it as a tool. They want to use money, make it work for them, right? That's what big investors do. How about the time? The employees self-employed, they're trading time for money. So the tool is getting them the money. But for the big business investor, they're seeing it as the reason. They want their time back. You know, they use money as the tool to get them the time. So see how that works really nicely for the big business investor? Now, as far as the education, the employee self-employed, it might be a burden or a goal. Have you ever heard anybody say, I hate going to school? Oh, I can't believe I'm just waiting to get out of college, you know, because they can go play. You know, that's a burden for them. But for me, it's like, I want to get a degree. I want to go out and get a good job. That was a goal for me. I was the first kid my dad had that graduated from college. And he was very excited for me that I achieved my goal. I was very excited for him. But the big business investors, they see it as a journey. I've heard some people talking tonight, you know, that you want to learn. You want to keep learning. You keep going to these meetings. You're trading time to learn. So your currency of time is giving you the currency of knowledge. Now, in the relationship side, you might see this as a competitive environment. You've been in a work environment where, you know, you're trying to fight for a promotion or the office in there, or you know, that kind of thing. It can be very competitive in a workplace. But if you're over here, it's collaborative. That's why we're all here. You want to get together with people. You want to talk about this stuff. Collaborate deals, right? That's why we're here every week. Next door, they're talking about deal, no deal. How to analyze deals. You guys are here for the first time, so we go through velocity banking. The next time, they're going to have another subject that you can go to. So you're not going to have to come back here at velocity banking every week. You know, you're going to graduate to the next room. This is a fixed mindset over here. This is the growth mindset. Everybody's here in this room, you're in the growth mindset already. The 40-40 plan is over here. Over here, you got the big shift. What we want to do, we want to make that big shift. I think that's what all you guys want. So how can we leverage the 4 currencies that we just talked about? Relationships. You can join a mastermind group like ours of like-minded individuals with common goals and objectives. You don't have to come back, but you can. We'd love to have you come back. Knowledge. You become an expert in your finances. A lot of the education that we have here in our group is about becoming an expert in finances, self-directed IRAs, tax and legal strategies. Collaborate with a team of business professionals and real estate investors. Some of you are already here in real estate investors, so you can collaborate with each other. Time. Build a real estate investing business, you know, on the side as you're an employee that eventually will replace your job. Rick is my mentor. He'll talk a little bit later tonight. He has a goal of replacing his job in January. It's a very aggressive goal, but he's very passionate about doing that. And everybody has their own level of passion when they want to make that happen. Then, money. Become rich in these relationships, the knowledge, the time, and then the money will come, the financial freedom will come. So you want to be able to create your power team. So how many of you have a power team right now? Anybody have a power team?
A what?
A power team.
Power team.
A team.
Team.
Do you have a group of people that you hang out with, that you collaborate with, that you do business with, right? You're shaking your head.
Yeah.
Who's your power team?
Well, I have a general contractor.
There you go, right there. you better have him.
That's right. I have a loan officer.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a appraiser. Title company.
Yes.
Painter. Stager.
Cool. So you're putting your team together.
Yes.
Right? And do you know everything that everybody? Do you know everything that those people know?
No.
No? Would you like to know everything they know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you know everything they know, then you can talk to them at their level, right? So what are your goals? How many of you want to pay down your debt? Yeah? Pay less interest than you're paying today? Yeah. Create and control cash flow. I love the word create, right? More cash flow. Invest in your education. How many of you would like to invest in your education? Yeah? Learn more? Create financial security. You know, become stronger in your finances. You know, have that extra buffer that you can work with. Invest in real estate. The extra money that you have, the cash flow, you can start investing in even more real estate. And then use your credit responsibly. There's good things you can do with credit, and there's some bad things you can do with credit. So you want to do that responsibly, and you want to build wealth over time. So if you had $1 million in the bank, or let's say the stock market, how much cash flow do you have right now from that? $1 million in your E-Trade account, Schwab account. How much cash flow do you have?
1%.
Well, you're lucky to have 1%, right? In order to get any cash out of that, you got to sell the stock.
Yeah.
And when you sell the stock, then what happens? You have to,
You can have dividends.
You can have dividends, yes. You can have dividends that will throw off some of that. And what percent dividends do you normally get on stock?
Like today, GE, they were saying 4.5%.
4.5%? Better than what you're going to get in savings account for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. So what path are you going to take to do these kind of things that maybe you're thinking about doing? Right? Some of you have already been there already. I know I've been there. Lone Ranger. Start off on your own. Learn it yourself, the school of hard knocks. You can do some research online. For me, when I started in '96, there was no online. I had to read books. I had to look for property in the classified advertisements. Nowadays, you can go to various meetups. You can go to this one, you can go to that one, you can go to this one, and you can maybe try to make some relationships there, and you can start learning some stuff. Properties, you pretty much gonna have to find them on your own if you're a lone ranger. Income, you can make money wholesaling, fix and flip, buy and hold, loaning out some money. And your community is pretty much what you make of it. You maybe get your own little group together, or you go to these meetups, and that's your community. But maybe some only meet once a month. Maybe they only come in once every quarter. The real estate gurus, any of you go into the real estate gurus, like Dan Merrill or some of the others, they come into town for 3 days, they sell you this huge program, real estate investing program, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, right? And then they have some online courses that you can take, but you don't really have anybody that you can talk to about it. They're not going to find the properties for you. You still have to find the properties, and of course, you can still make money doing real estate investing. But they don't really have a community. Now, we've had people come here that are fortune builders. They've already started a little community, but they gotta keep that going too. And we're like 75 people now, and we started in July of 4 people. And so we're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and we're going to be here every week. So it's something that you can rely on. And then we're going to have weekend meetings, and we're going to have quarterly regionals and annual nationals. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. That's the Silicon Valley Mastermind group. That's what we're plugged into. We have weekly meetings, the monthly workshops, the live and online courses, wholesale deals, fix and flips, buy and holds as the properties that you're going to find in our group. They're going to come to you in this group. You can make money in the real estate investment, but we also have referral income. If you want to introduce people to our group, there's opportunities there for you as well to make some money. You can join our local group, team of professionals, create your power team within our group. This is sort of what she was talking about. She said she is a realtor, lender, appraiser, contractor over there, CPA. Anybody CPA in here? No? We have somebody in our program that's an awesome CPA and attorney that's taught me a lot of the things I already know, and Amelia has learned, and she can share some of her experiences with that. Title company to close your deals. Insurance. Anybody insurance in here? So your insurance people? Well, like I said earlier, do you know what everything that these people know? If you don't, then they may, what are they going to do? I mean, maybe they don't tell you everything you need to know. But if you know, we want to add in some education here so you can talk all on the same level, the same playing field. And then on top of that, you have mentors in our group that have been there and done that you can plug into. Velocity banking is just the tip of the iceberg of what we are all about, and that we're going to be teaching you here tonight. So there's velocity banking. These are our essential real estate investor education that we have. Tax reduction strategies, self-directed IRA, legal strategies, how to set up an S Corp, how to structure S Corps, when do I do an LLC, when do I not do an LLC, real estate essentials, the basic building blocks of becoming a real estate investor, credit management, how to manage your credit better, real estate marketing, how to best sell your properties, real estate red flags. What is the number one red flag that you have as a real estate investor? Anybody think of what the number one red flag is?
Crisis.
Price?
Crisis.
Huh?
Crisis.
Crisis? Crisis.
Economic
Yeah, you don't want a crisis, that's for sure.
Competition.
Competition?
Is that one of them? Or,
Yeah, well, competition in what way?
Numbers.
I'm not really sure. Competition with other realtors and brokers.
That's happening a lot right now. Buyers trying to buy a house, they have a lot of competition. We just sold a house over the weekend. We had 6 offers, and it went way over list price. And these poor buyers, they're trying to buy a property now.
Maybe like not finding their deal that's too like overpriced, bad deal.
Exactly. The number one red flag in real estate investing is paying too much for your property. And what would cause you to pay too much for your property?
Like if you're not informed.
You're not informed, don't have enough information. What else?
The bidding process. Other people are bidding for the same property.
So you're being bid up.
Boost it up.
Bid up.
And you're not like disciplined enough to know your strike price.
Right. You're not disciplined enough. I have to have this deal. I don't care what I pay. I went to an auction one time, and there were a bunch of investors there. And anybody going to the courthouse steps for an auction? It's pretty fun, right? So there's some really sharky kind of investors, like Shark Tank in there. And he had one guy on the phone talking to the home office. The guy at the home office is like, on the deal, right? And then there's this one guy, he was bidding on the property. And then so this experienced investor said, okay, I give up. Then that experienced investor, okay, you can have it. And then this experienced investor goes, this guy's crazy. And that guy just kept bidding and kept bidding. He got the property. And I asked him, I said, why did you keep bidding on the property when all these other people just fell out? He goes, my wife told me I had to buy it. So it didn't matter what the price was. He could not go home without that property. So real estate deal making. Obviously you want to learn how to make deals in real estate and how to creatively acquire property sometimes. Fast track strategies, how to get you up going really fast. And this is just, like I said, the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole nother advanced investor training that talks about multifamilies, commercial, lease options. How many of you guys know about lease options? You've probably heard of it. Yes. Are you an expert in lease options? We got a guy that's an expert in lease options. He can own like 40 properties at a lease option and not pay any taxes on it. He's got this thing wired. And you'll learn more about this if you want to get more information, but it's just an extensive amount of information. Hours and hours and hours of information.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm just curious as to California law.
Yeah.
Is it different from other states? I'm just wondering why that isn't also listed on there. Like the legal aspects of
right,
real
legal
estate.
aspects. So we have in our platform an attorney CPA that understands the legal aspects of every state. Yes.
So,
every state is different. Yeah.
Like, for instance, Oregon has homesteading.
Yeah.
We don't really have homesteading.
That's right. And Arizona's different and Utah's different. And if you get involved in all these different states, you better know what those laws are so you don't end up making some mistakes. Kiyosaki, I'm a cash flow guy. It doesn't make me money today, forget about it. So you guys know how to print money? Other than Bitcoin, how do you print money? I saw you nod your head, yes. How do you print money?
How do I
No?
print money?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you print money? I don't print
I can print money. I know how to print money. So this is how you print money. You go out and you buy a property. Say you put $40,000 down in that property, and then you get that property to cash flow. Then you take that $40,000 and you take it out and put it somewhere else. But this property that you left behind still makes money, still cash flows. How much money do you have on that deal?
None.
Nothing. But you're getting money, so what are you doing? You're printing money. I love that concept. He taught me that. It's so cool. It's not brain surgery, but.
I'm sorry, you're doing.
Yeah, so you buy a $200,000 house and you put $40,000 down and you get it to cash flow, however you do it. Then you take the $40,000 out and you put it somewhere else, invest somewhere else. But this property here still cash flows, makes money. You're printing money.
Printing.
You're printing.
Printing money.
Yeah, you're creating money for yourself. your
So
tenants
it's
paying the
almost like-
rent,
it's
the
almost like-
value of the property is going up. But really, it's all about cash flows.